Well, hey there, guys. Dave the Chef, Sheffield. Obviously, most of you know me. One thing I get today's program is going to be specifically geared toward people in sales, and even more specifically toward realtors and those ancillary businesses that they are affiliated with. I do a lot of work in the real estate and mortgage industries, and one thing that consistently pops up is how do I grow my contact base? How do I grow and close more contacts, get more listings, close more deals? I mean, let's face it, you don't make money unless you close a deal. You know that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have the triple in 10-day challenge, okay? And this is going to completely rock your world, all right? Now, I know that many of you are just astoundingly successful, and some of you really want some more room to grow. But there's three things I'm going to share with you today that if you implement them, I guarantee you will completely change your outcomes. Number one, in the Triple Eight and 10-Day Challenge, I had to write these things down so I wouldn't forget them, create three different levels. The minimum acceptable level for you as far as new prospects and or new listings, closings. Obviously, we aren't going to take something typically from written offer to close in 10 days, but the more you have in the funnel, the better off you are. So minimum acceptable level, the wow, this is a pretty good growth level, and the hot damn level. So we have minimum, really good, and hot damn. Now, chances are you are settling for something. I talk to realtors all the time. They're like, yeah, I got 2 new listings this week, and that's terrific. But what if you got 10? What if you got 12? Maybe what you want to do is actually take a 0 and put it behind your hot damn level. Because when you break through, you've got to cut through the crap. Okay? In order to have a breakthrough, you got to cut through your excuses. You got to cut through your yeah, buts, because quite frankly, nobody cares about your excuses. I've never talked to a satisfied client of a realtor or somebody who got a mortgage or whatever, and they said, you wouldn't believe how great these people were with excuses. You just gotta get out of your own head and get this stuff done. And that means changing some patterns. If your goal doesn't scare you at least a little bit, it ain't big enough. And maybe you need to get with somebody. You can certainly contact me, and I'll help, be that proverbial kick in your butt to up your levels of minimum acceptance. So, plenty of deals going on, especially in today's market, for gosh sake. So clean out your excuses. Nobody cares about them anyway. So what I'm going to also recommend you do is, since this is our 10-day challenge focus, take those 3 numbers, or maybe just even your top goal number, and jot it down on a sticky note. Put it on your bathroom mirror, whatever mirror you see every morning. Put it on your console of your car. And you're looking at, put it on your desk or your computer monitor. The more you look at it, the better off and the more likely you are to hit it. Yet oftentimes we think, okay, I'm going to choose to do this, and then we don't look at this and we go, oh yeah, well, I tried this, but once again, there's that word, there's that but. Nobody gives a damn about your butt, okay? So we want to create some phenomenal results, and you have it in you to do it. We just want to kick it into gear. So put it everywhere that you can see it, and focus on it intently. Of course, it goes without saying, we have to track it. So one thing that I've found really useful is to just have a simple prospecting checklist or a spreadsheet, and write things down or check them off, whatever. Whether you use electronic means or whether you have handwritten goal sheets, whatever. Check them off as they get done. Look, if you go to a restroom at a gas station, for God's sake, they check off when the thing was cleaned. If it's good enough for a bathroom in a gas station, it sure as hell is going to be great for you and your real estate career. Second thing, engage in online and offline prospecting. So some of you, when we said, hey, create this awesome goal, well, that kind of bounced the camera. That was weird. You're going, yeah, but I don't know how to do it. Don't worry about the how. The how is going to take care of it. Number 2 is the how. We're going to engage people in online and offline. See, your prospects don't know whether or not you have completely crushed it with everybody this week and are on pace for a record month and a record year, or whether you are sucking wind and thinking, oh, this is just not for me, other than the way that you present yourself. So we're going to hold you to a few different standards. And I'm going to put this into a blog post and make sure you get the links. I'll put a link here in the show notes somewhere. So one thing we're going to do, join some LinkedIn groups. You should be on LinkedIn groups, and don't just join the realtor LinkedIn groups. Those are fine. Or the mortgage professional groups or title company groups or whatever you happen to belong to or what industry you're in. But look at who your prospects belong to. Maybe it's first-time homebuyers. Maybe it is veterans relocating groups on LinkedIn or something. I guarantee there's about 1.5 billion different groups on LinkedIn. Join them and participate in the conversation. Don't go out there and vomit what you do. Hey, if anybody needs something, let me know. Oh, wow, that's really attractive, you know? It's like walking into a bar and say, well, I'm not going to go there with this, but you know what I'm saying. So don't throw up over everybody. Be a good source of information, all right? The second thing that you can do online is post some things on, the various forms of social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I know some realtors say, hey, I do all kinds of real estate posts on Facebook. Well, that's fine, but, really, you're alienating more people than you're attracting. They want to know that you share a kindred love for, paddling or cooking or, playing the ukulele or whatever you love to do, or dogs or cats or something. And although I don't know why anybody would like cats. Anyway, sorry, ADD moment there. So you want to definitely engage and reveal a little bit about who you are. It's okay to be a little bit vulnerable. All right? Until you peel away some of these onion layers and this facade and cut out, quite frankly, the BS, you're never going to grow. People love authenticity, and they can smell fake from 1,000,000 miles away. So post some things out there. Just engage a little bit online. Now, online is great, but offline is incredibly important. So here are some numbers, and like I said, I'll put this in the post and link it up in the show notes for you guys. At least one event a week. Attend at least one event. And that event could be, hey, we've got a Chamber of Commerce or a Network at Noon thing, or maybe you are going to build a house for Habitat for Humanity or whatever it is. It could even be, bringing lunch to, an office or delivering cupcakes or something. Whatever gets you in front of people, that's great. Now, here's the key. Like I said earlier, don't just puke on them about what you do. Make it a point to find out as much as you can about the people who are there. Not everybody who's there, but single out maybe one or two and try to make some new relationships, In an age where we're all so connected electronically, we're very disconnected personally. And so when you actually engage with somebody, it's a phenomenal thing, and you're going to stand out. All things being equal, people love doing business with people they like. All things not being equal, people love doing business with people they like. Be likable. You scared yet? You should be, because we're tripling your business in 10 days. All right? You got to push through your comfort zone and, once again, cut through your BS and excuses. We all have these things. Next thing offline, I'm going to recommend that you visit with 3 people, minimum of 2 one-on-one contacts. Okay, they can be picking up the phone, talking to somebody. It can be meeting somebody for coffee, lunch, drinks, whatever. But just have a meeting and find out about, once again, them. What do they love doing? What are they passionate about? And where do they want to go? Okay, some of your greatest lead sources, folks, may not do business with you right now. It may, houses are not something that people typically roll through several times a year. But most people know, on average, 250 people. So why not engage these people? Because it can be a terrific source for you to grow your business. Engage with them. Try to connect them with others, perhaps. I mean, they're never going to forget that connection. Next thing, follow up, follow up, follow up. The fortune's in the follow-up, folks. Most salespeople, we suck at follow-up. I'm guilty of it too. All right. So, get excited. Yeah, you're going to make that initial contact. You meet somebody at an open house. You're like, yay, we're going to be in touch. I don't care if you use an autoresponder. If you have something like that set up, that's fine. Schedule some callback times. Pick up the phone, send some texts, whatever. Follow up with your prospects. You will stand out. Even if they're saying, yeah, we're just kind of thinking, that's fine. Thinking's a pause. Look, if they have sought you out either online or offline, they are interested in some capacity. So don't build the need and create that need for somebody who has the guts to ask for the business, which leads me to the third point, and that is ask, and then ask, and then ask, and then ask. Oh, but they said, I don't care what they said. This isn't a hobby. You are in it for business. So if they're sending you some kind of a signal, you just say, hey, look, I think why don't we just go ahead and write the offer? A great NFL coach, I don't remember which one, was talking to his players who put on huge showboats every time they scored the touchdown. And he said, look, if you act like you belong in the end zone, then you're going to be in the end zone more frequently. Same thing is true with sales. All right? Hey, let's just go ahead and do it. And then you shut up and write. Look, you can talk yourself out of more deals than any prospect is going to talk themselves out of. Maybe they're not ready to write something. That's great. Flat out ask them for some introductions. And here's a great way to do this. Hey, maybe you could help me out. I love working with great, engaging people like you. Who are a couple of people that if you were me, you would want to be introduced to? And then once again, the magic 2 words, shut up and let them respond. They'll actively ask you. If any of you have ever done business with me in any of my businesses in any capacity, at every step along the way, I always ask for introductions. Why? Because it works. Give it a whirl, okay? And, like I said, there's 3 things to triple your business in 10 days. Recapping, 1, create those 3 levels, the minimum acceptable level, the pretty good level, and the hot damn level, all right? And slay your excuses. Just get rid of them. I mean, if you want to write all your excuses down that you've used in the past and then, take them outside into a steel garbage can and light them on fire and have a little ceremony, I don't care. Just be safe. Second thing, wow, that was weird. Engage with people online and offline. I would venture to say that when you take a look at your time blocks, most people go, oh, I've been working my tail off. But if you actually track how much time you're either working on a deal or are in front of somebody who could be a potential customer or a lead source, it's usually pretty minimal. On average, most quote unquote full-time realtors work about 11 to 15 hours a week. 11 to 15 hours a week. They're a lot busier than that. But as far as things that can move the needle, it's 11 to 15 hours a week. Think about that. What if you bump that up by 25%? And work a whopping 20 hours a week? It's all about tracking and knowing what your big time wasters are. Yes, you're going to have to change some habits. Okay, it's going to be scary. And the last thing is ask, and then ask, and then ask, and then ask. I can do something with an objection. I can't do anything with a pause or a think about it. Hey, I know that you are capable of tripling your business in the next 10 days. And let me know what you're committed to with this challenge. Hey, really excited to hear about your successes. Always better your best. Take care.